Good day sa lahat ng mga bata, mga magulang. So this is now the week 6, or we can say the module 6 of the second quarter. The title of the module is Solving Routine and Non-Routine Problems Involving Division Without or with any of the other operations of decimals and whole numbers, including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. So this means that the topic will be about division of decimals. So we are done with multiplying, we're done with the addition and subtraction. So this is the last part, which is division of decimal. So sabi dyan, after going through the self-learning module, you are expected to divide decimals into two decimal places, divide whole numbers with quotients in decimal form, solve routine and non-routine problems involving division without or with any of the other operations including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Okay, so syempre, firstly, let's go to division. So paano ba mag-divide ng decimals? So these are just examples of problems being given to the students. So sasagutan pa din to, of course, pero you try to just answer according to how you understand it. Kasi we will be discussing this also later on. So punta tayo doon sa kanyang topic. Okay, so parang ganito yan. So, sorry. Let's go to problem, this one. Okay. So, dito meron na siyang ginawa na mga para naka-problem na siya. Okay. Start one more time. For a while. Ito. So, dito tayo. Balik tayo doon. So, let us try to go into the problem. So, this is one brief introduction. So, the problem is, Aldi bought a piece of rattan, 0 and 3600 meter long for his EPP project. He cut it into pieces of 0 and 1200 meter each. How many pieces did he make? Okay, so you can see, nandito yung mga questions, yung A, B, C, D. So these are the questions that you need to answer so that you would know how to solve problems. Okay, so katulad din ng mga previous na lessons about problem solving, ginagamit natin dyan yung UPN. So so that is U, P, and then S. U stands for understand, P stands for plan, and then S stands for solve. So under understand, meron tayo dyan yung ask, and then the given. Sa P, we have the operation. And the last one is the number sentence. So, ayan yon. And then, dito ay solve naman. Okay? Meaning you're going to get the answer. That's why you have to solve. Okay. So, let's go to the problem. So, if ever Aldi has this kind of rattan, paano kaya yung kanyang magiging sagot? Ilan kaya yon? So, let us solve. So, that will be 0 and 3600 divided by 0 and 1200 equals n. So, ganito yung ating magiging number sentence. Okay, so that would be the number sentence. Wherein we're going to divide 0 and 3600 meters divided by 0 and 1200 meters equals n. So, as you can see, in the example here, in the module, ginawa siyang parang fraction na ang ginawa sa kanya ay 0 and 3600 divided by 0 and 1200. Okay? Tapos, also here, yung third step, tinimes siya sa 100. Here. Tinimes siya sa 100. Why? Bakit kailangan i-times sa 100? As you can see, in our decimal here, 0 and 3600s, 0 and 1200s. Before you divide decimals, you have to make sure that your decimals are whole numbers, or kumbaga wala siyang decimal point. So paano mo matatanggal yung decimal point sa kanya? You are going to multiply that to 100. Same thing with this. So since dalawang decimal place siya, so you're going to multiply that by 100. Ito yung example na binibigay ng problem. Now whenever you're going to divide that, you will have, or multiply that rather, multiply mo siya sa 100, you will have 36 over 12. Ito yon. Kaya naging 36 over 12. Now, if that's the case, pwede mo siyang i-divide kasi they are now both whole numbers. Okay? So, yan yung kung gano'n na merong dalawa siya. Pero the best way for you to answer that is just by using or by moving the decimal point. So, paano ba yon? Tika natin. Remember, this is our original equation. 0 and 3600 divided by 0 and 1200 equals n. So, you're going to rewrite that. So, ito yung nasa loob. 0 and 3600 divided by 0 and 1200. Okay, so let's emphasize on the decimal point. Okay, so, gawin natin. Now, as I have said earlier, if you're going to divide decimals, make sure that you are dividing whole numbers. So, that will depend on the number of the decimal places you have in your divisor. So as you can see here, 0 and 1200s. So that's it. So the 0 and 1200s, kailangan gawin natin siya na whole number. Paano yun? Simply by moving the decimal point to the right. So, ilan ba yung magiging galaw niya? So, as you can see, this is the decimal point. Move it once, twice. So, ibig sabihin, mapupunta doon yung ating decimal point. So, mawawala na yun. Okay? So, ito na yung magiging bagong decimal point. Now, this is the catch. If you are going to move the number, or if you're going to move the decimal point here, according to its number of places, you are going to do such in the dividend. So, papaano yan? In Tagalog, kung dito, nag-move ka ng dalawang beses, dito, mag-move ka din ng dalawang beses. So dito ay 1, 2. 1, 2. Pagdating dito, 1, 2. Ibig sabihin, mawawala na to. And this will be the new place of the decimal point. So, kung makikita mo, ayun na yung decimal point mo. Parang lalabas dyan, wala nang gamit yung 0. Wala nang gamit yung 0 doon. So, ang natira sa'yo ay yung katulad kanina na 36. Nawala. Sorry. Mapupunta sa'yo, katulad kanina na 36 divided by 12. So, yan na yun. So, you just have to divide. So, ilang 12 ba meron sa 36? As you can see, yung 3 divided by 12 ba hindi pwede. So, you're going to use 36. So, ilang 12 ba can we get from 36? So, we can get there 3. And then multiply 3 times 12, you have 36. Subtract 0. Now, ito yung decimal point mo. You just have to put it upstairs. Ako baga, itaas mo lang siya doon. So, since wala namang number dito, wala namang number dito, pwede lang wala siya yung decimal point dyan. So, the answer is 3. Just like in the example, which is 3. So, yan yung ating sagot. Let's try again the other one. Okay, so let's erase this first. Okay, we will be using different examples pero ito muna. Gamitin muna natin yung nasa module. Clarissa helps in sari-sari store after her classes. If she works 12 hours in 15 days, what is the average number of hours she works there in a day? So again, these are the questions that are needed to be answered in solving word problems. So this is now the solution. Okay, so 12 hours siya, 15 days a week, 15 days. Gaano kaya siya nagtatrabaho? So that will be 12 divided by 15 equals n. Now, as you can see, the number that comes first before the 15 is smaller than this. So, yung dividend natin ay mas maliit kesa sa divisor. So, if you're going to write that, that will be 12 divided by 15. So, yan yun. Kaso, kung iisipin mo, sir, paano yan? Mas malaki yung divisor kesa sa dividend. So, hindi naman tayo pwede makakuha ng 15 doon sa 12. Kung titignan natin yung if you're going to base it kapag sa pagkuha ng whole number, talagang hindi pwede. Bakit? Kasi mas malaki yung 15 kesa sa 12. So, usually, yung ginagawa natin, kailangan mas malaki yung nasa loob kesa sa nasa labas. Kaya lang, since you are dealing here with decimals, pwede yun. How? You are going to add zeros. Okay? So, dahil ang 12 ay hindi sasapat kay 15, you are going to add 0. Pero take note, you don't just add 0. As you can see, 12 lang yan. Kapag nilagyan mo yan ng 0, hindi na yan 12. Ito na ngayon ay 120. So, yung original number mo na 12, hindi na siya 12. 120 na siya. Diyan papasok yung paggamit ng decimal point. So, kasi, since yan ay 12, maglalagay ka dyan ng decimal point. So, your number here is 112 and 0, di ba? Kaya lang, in dividing kasi, hindi mo na pinapansin yung 0. So, kung yan ay 12 and then 0, pag dinivide mo, hindi yan 12 and 0, yan ay 120. Kasi hindi nalilito ka na ganun eh. So, 120 ang iyong magiging basihan. Pero still, nandiyan pa din yung decimal point. So, we'll have examples later on. Let's do this. So, dahil hindi pwede makakuha ng 15 kay 12, gagamitin mo yung 120. Ilang 15 meron sa 120? Okay? You can get 8. So, 8 times 15, you have 120. So, 120 minus 120, 0. So, sagot natin ay 8. No. As you can see, meron ka dyang decimal point. Itataas mo yan. Taas lang. Okay? So, therefore, the answer is 8 tenths. Or, pwede ka maglagay dito ng 0 kung ikaw ay nalilito. So, para maging 0 and 8 tenths. So, ito na yung iyong magiging sagot. Now, if you're having doubts kung ano yung, kung mali talaga, you can always check your answer. How? You just have to multiply the divisor and your quotient. So, 15, So, you have 15, 15 times 0 and 8 tenths. So, 8 times 5, you have 40, group 4. 8 times 1, that's 8 plus 4, you have 12. 0, 0, add 0, 2, 1. As you can see, we have here 1 decimal place. So, dahil meron kang 1 decimal place dito, pagdating dito, kailangan meron ka ding 1 decimal place. So, kailangan kung ano yung lalabas sa sagot dito, ganun din doon sa iyong nasimulang number para masabi na they are correct. Therefore, tama ang ating sagot. Now, magbigay pa tayo ng mga example, especially kapag meron yung mga decimal point. Okay, example. Let's say we have gamitin natin yung number dito. C. Okay, let's say we have 3 and 7 and then let's say 3 and 5/10 divided by 7. Okay? So, paano yan? So, again, yung nandito yung nasa loob o yung nauna. So, that's 3 and 5/10 divided by 7. Okay? Dahil yung 3 divided by 7 ay hindi pwede, you're going to use 35. So, 35 divided by 7, you have 5. 35. So, 35 minus 35x. So, decimal point, taas mo lang siya. Para hindi ka malito, you can put 0. So, ang sagot ay 0 and 5/10. Okay? So, let's try to have more examples. Okay? Okay, let's try this one. This example, wala siyang decimal point sa kanyang divisor. So, 5 pupils signed up for a weekend computer course. They paid a total of 315 pesos and 50 centavos. How much did each pupil pay? Magkano daw yung binayad nung bawat bata? So, then, I'm going to divide it. So, that would be 315 and 50 centavos divided by 5. Okay? So, dahil ayan ang peso sign, you can put peso sign there. 3 divided by 5, hindi pwede. So, we're going to use 31. So, 31 divided by 5, you have 6. You have 6 times 5, you have 30. 31 minus 30, that's 1. Bring down 5. 15 divided by 5, you have 3. You have 15. So 0, bring down 5. 5 divided by 5, that's 1. You have 5 here. Baba. Okay. Bring down 0. 0 times 5, you have 0. 0 times 5. 0 again. So x. So, decimal point taas. And then you have here the peso sign. So, the answer is 63 pesos and 10 centavos. Okay? So, paano naman yung mga may decimal point yung nasa labas? So, let's try that. So, let's say we have 2 and 4/10 divided by 0 and 3/10. Now, as you can see, meron na tayong decimal point dito. Meron din tayong decimal point dito. So, ang gawin mo lang is you put that into the parang mag-divide ka. So, 0 and 3/10 divided by 2 and 4/10. So, again, bago ka mag-divide, make sure na whole number muna siya. So, dahil ito ay may decimal point doon, so move it there. So, doon na yung decimal point. Nandun na siya. So, dahil nag-move tayo dito ng isang beses, dito mag-move din tayo. Yun. So, ibig sabihin, doon na ang kanyang bagong decimal point, doon na ang kanyang bagong decimal point. So, divide na natin. So, 2 divided by 3, hindi pwede. So, we're going to use 24. So, 24 divided by 3, we have here 8. 8 times 3, 24. Taas decimal point. Dahil wala namang number doon, pwedeng wala na yung decimal point dito. So, your answer is 8. Okay? So, ganyan yan. Now, Paano naman kung let's say meron tayong 3 and 6/10 divided by 4 equals n. Okay? So, ganun pa rin. Okay lang yan. So, 3 and 6/10 divided by 4. Okay. Ang gagawin mo? Mag-move ka lang ng decimal point dito kung ang number mo dito ay meron ding decimal point. Kapag walang decimal point dito, or wala ka nakikita ang decimal point dito, huwag kang mag-move dyan. So, nakita mo, sir, ganyan, 4. Ito, i-move ko ba to? No, you're not going to move that kasi magiging mali ang iyong sagot. Remember, you are just going to move the decimal point here kung ito ay merong decimal point. So, kung ito ay, let's say, meron dito, pwede kang mag-move dyan. Mag-move ka din dito. Pero dahil wala, no need for you to move the decimal point here. So, take it or divide it as is. Okay? So, 3 divided by 4, hindi pwede. So, we're going to use 36. So, 36 divided by 4, we have here 9. 9 times 4, 36. 36 minus 36, so wala. And then, taas mo lang yung decimal point. Now, dahil meron ditong number, dito wala, pwede ka maglagay dito ng 0. So, ang sagot mo ay 0 and 9/10. Now, let us use the same example. Okay? So, halimbawa, ang given ay 36 divided by 0 and 4/10. Now, so, palang yan, no problema. Sulat mo na pababa. So, you're gonna have here 0 and 4/10 divided by 36. Now, as you can see here, meron tayo ditong decimal point. Dito, wala tayong decimal point. So, kaya nga sabi natin, kapag meron ka ditong decimal point, kailangan tanggalin mo muna siya or i-move mo muna siya para makapag-divide ka. So, dahil meron tayo ditong decimal point, i-move mo yan. So, magiging ito, punta doon. So, nandun na ang decimal point. Mawawala na to. Okay, so ayun na yung decimal point. I hope you can see it. And then, dito, wala tayong nakikita, di ba? Mukha lang yang wala, pero meron siyang decimal point dito. Dahil wala siyang decimal, dahil wala naman nakalagay na decimal number dito, kaya hindi siya nilagyan ng decimal point. Pero meron yung decimal point dyan. So, dahil dito nag-move ka ng isang beses, dito mag-move ka din ng isang beses. So, move ka. So, magiging doon na ang iyong bagong decimal point. Ano lalagay mo dyan? Lagay ka ng 0. So, yung number mo na 36 kanina, hindi na siya 36. Siya na ngayon ay 360. Diyan ka na pwedeng mag-divide. Okay, so yung 3 divided by 4 ay hindi pwede. So, you're going to use 36. So, 36 divided by 4, have there 9. And then 9 times 4, you have 36. Multiply mo, baba mo, bring down. So, you have your 0. 0 pa din. X. So, yung decimal point, taas mo lang. So, dahil wala namang number dito, walang tamang kasunod number, pwede mo siyang alisin at ang iyong magiging sagot ay 90. Okay? So, this is 9. Okay, 90. Okay. Again, so another example. So, let's say you have, let's say, 20, or let's say 0 and 26 hundredths ay 24 hundredths divided by, let's say, 0 and 2/10. Okay? So, yan yung ating example. Walang yan. Lipat mo lang ng pa-division. So, dahil ito yung divisor, so we have here 0 and 2/10. Divide 0 and 24 hundredths. Okay? And bago mag-divide, make sure na walang decimal place dito sa iyong divisor. So, i-move mo muna. So, nangyayari, dito na ang iyong decimal point. Okay? So, tanggal na yan dyan. Now, ilang beses tayo nag-move dito? Isa. Kung ilang beses ka nag-move ng decimal point dito, ganong ding beses ka din mag-move ng decimal point dito. So, dahil dito, isang beses ka nag-move. So, ito, i-move mo din ng isang beses lang. So, ito na ang iyong magiging bagong decimal point. Mawawala na yon. Okay? So, divide mo na. So, dahil yung 0 na yan, wala nang gamit, pwede mo nang disregard. At itong 0 na to, dahil wala na din yan, pwede mo na siyang i-disregard. So, parang 2 divided by 2, you have here 1. 1 times 2, you have here 2. 2 minus 2, that's 0. Bring down 4. 4 divided by 2, you have there 2. 2 times 2, you have there 4. Okay, so wala na. Remember, the decimal point is right there. Tataas mo lang yan. So, your answer is 1 and 2/10. Laging itinataas yung decimal point para malaman. Tapat lang naman yan. Tataas mo lang siya sa kanyang tapat. Okay, so ganun lang. So, that's how you divide decimals. Remember, kung ilan ang iyong galaw ng decimal point dito, ganun din ang galaw ng decimal point dito. Kung dito nag-move ka ng isang beses, dito mag-move ka din ng isang beses. Kung nag-move ka dito ng 2 beses, mag-move ka din dito ng 2 beses. Kung hindi ka nag-move dito, hindi ka rin mag-move doon. Okay? So that's how you divide decimals. Now, after dividing, actually, you see there, merong mga problems. Kung ano man yung lessons na ginagawa natin, mga lectures na binigay ko, they are all the same. So, in answering word problems, you just need to use the 3 steps, the U, the P, and the S. So, you have to understand, you have to plan, and you have to, last one is solve. Okay? Under this understand, you have to know what is asked, kung ano yung itinatanong sa problem. Sa understand, you also have here the given, kung ano yung mga numbers na ibinigay. With plan, you have to know the operation. Okay, kung anong symbol ang gagamitin. And you have to know also the number sentence. And syempre, the last one is syempre yung solve mo na or yung answer. Okay, so that's it. So these are the steps in answering word problem. So if ever na mayroon mga questions, balikan lang yung mga naunang examples para alam ang gagawin. Remember, kung ilan ang galaw sa divisor, ganun din ang galaw sa dividend. Okay, so thank you. Bye. Have fun learning.